In this lecture, we are going to see some of the hosting providers that I recommend you to use to get the best page speed possible for your website. Let's start with the ones that I suggest to avoid along with the reasons. The first on the list is siteground.com. Why? Because I have seen many students of this SEO course hosting their website on SiteGround and they don't get even half of the page speed what other students can get for the same configuration in a different hosting provider. Why this happens with SiteGround or some other hosting providers like iPage2? This is because they offer specialized hosting for WordPress where they optimize their server for some specific page speed optimization plugins. This is not a bad thing for many beginners who don't know how to optimize their website for best page speed possible. But in the case of the students of this course, like you, who have access to the best page speed tutorial in optimizing your website by using only the efficient and safest WordPress plugins out there, you just need the highly fast and highly customizable server. For my students who are using SiteGround currently, please don't feel left out. I have discussed the appropriate tutorial for you in the next lecture. Any beginner in WordPress naturally gets attracted to these kind of hosting plans because they would think, wow, there is a separate hosting for WordPress, so this should be the one for me. But in practice, you need to care about whether they use SSD storage spaces, how much input output bandwidth they provide you, and more importantly, the bandwidth speed they are providing. Additionally, you can also see how many processors they are allowing you to use exclusively or run simultaneously. Beyond that, you need to care about whether they allow you to customize each and everything in your hosting for yourself. The problem with the specialized WordPress hosting is that they would have already optimized their server in some specific manner and they generally don't allow you to customize it by yourself. So, in any hosting provider, if you see this is a customized WordPress hosting plan or specialized for WordPress or optimized for WordPress, then just avoid that hosting. Now, coming to the hosting providers that I recommend. For shared hosting, if you want to choose a hosting package that is less than $10 a month, then choose StableHost. If you want to go to VPS server, then don't go for just a normal VPS. Instead, go for Cloud VPS from vps.net. They also offer SSD VPS, but I don't recommend it as Cloud VPS offer better uptime and performance than SSD VPS for almost the same price in case of managed hosting. So prefer Cloud VPS, which you can get it for under $50 a month. For managed Cloud VPS and easy maintenance, you need to have cPanel, for which a minimum of 1 GB RAM is needed. Each node in Cloud VPS gives you 0.5 GB of RAM, so you need 2 nodes minimum. Choose 2 nodes and along with cPanel with CentOS. That will take you to just under $50 a month. So if you are in this budget, go to this VPS.net's Cloud VPS server. Now, if you want even more powerful server, then just add more nodes when you notice a drop in page speed as traffic increases. From the very beginning, I have been saying you to choose customizable hosting, right? Let me explain to you why with a demo. This is my stable host cPanel. Here you can see they offer 2 GB RAM for this web hosting plan. I am under this $9 Pro web hosting plan for this website. And you can see they offer 2 GB RAM, 100 processors that can run simultaneously. And as usual, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited disk usage, unlimited SQL, database, email, all these are unlimited. But basically, they are limited in some other terms like IOPS, etc., which are said only in terms and conditions. What I am concerned is this one. It's 5 capital Mbps. That's the input output bandwidth speed. I consider only these two things when I look for a hosting: RAM and this input output usage speed. Most of the hosting providers don't mention this anywhere. That's why I'm showing you my cPanel. Next, what are the features I like here? They provide Varnish Sketch for free for any number of websites. Also, they provide easy Cloudflare integration, and they themselves use Cloudflare for their stable host website. Coming to compressed content, they provide zlib compression for all types of content. You can even disable them or enable them for the content you want. Next, they offer Let's Encrypt's free SSL. I use SSL for all my websites. You can manually issue it, you can renew it, you can do anything you want, and they are free and they renew automatically. You can buy an SSL from $10 a year to $300 a year, or even use this free SSL based on the type of website you use. Now let's come back to this final and most important option. You can choose the PHP version. Also, you can choose any feature that you want to install in a shared hosting. For example, I can install Memcache or Opcache or any feature that I want. Now, switching to PHP options, I can change the memory limit manually, the maximum post size, the maximum upload limit. Everything I can change manually using this PHP selector or PHP options under this shared hosting. This is why I recommend you StableHost for shared hosting, which offers the maximum customization through which you can attain the maximum page speed. Similarly, this VPS.NET cloud hosting is by far the fastest hosting that I have ever seen in a cloud VPS, and I tried it myself. In the next lecture, let's see the page speed optimization tutorial for our students who use SiteGround hosting, as they cannot follow our page speed techniques.